I'm in Morocco. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but look at this architecture already. Marrakesh has been on the top of my list, so it was a dream come true seeing and doing everything I did so much research on. Keep watching for ideas on things to do in Marrakesh, Morocco, and what to not waste your time and money on.
Picture?
Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's okay, it's okay.
Take picture.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We finally made it to our hostel. I'm so excited. It's been a really long day since like leaving the US. We got Moroccan tea. I'm so happy. This is 50 dirham. 5 US. Oh, I think I got a 20 bed. What is this? Oh, it's the other side. My 20-person hostel room was split into 2, so it was almost as if I got an upgrade for the same price I paid, since hostel beds are usually cheaper with the more people you deal with in the same room. Okay. We should just meet to eat breakfast. Leaving the riad. Riads are now usually referred to Moroccan accommodation with shared common areas. We were staying in the souks, an Arab market in the middle of the Medina of Marrakech. It was poppin', a very busy area. Trying to look covered. This is the Medina. When does it get busy? When we turn the corner?
These kind of streets are not just like streets in Google Maps.
I heard they charge you for taking pictures, so I hid my camera sometimes. Look how close these motorcycles get to us. This is the Bank of Morocco. We're getting the bank. But he was speaking only French. So it's good to know French numbers so you can at least know the price. And then he kept saying euros though, so we thought he wanted euros, but it was dirham. So it's cheaper than we thought, because we thought it was 15 euros. So learn some French before you come, if not Arabic.
So this app is called Visit a City. And this is so useful when I was my time and month in Europe, because it's like an offline map and it shows like all the attractions. It also shows all the things to do and restaurants and what days to buy.
To the palace, it was 70 dirham. It's like $7. Let's see. This is the palace. Wow, it's so white and bright. Why are there palm trees? We have actual orange trees in here and all around Marrakesh, it seems, and that's what we were served for breakfast this morning. So that's pretty cool that they are using what's locally grown. Like this video if you like locally fresh grown fruits, because what's wrong with them? Why wouldn't you like fresh fruits? It was very pretty. You'll get superb Instagram pics because the architecture is amazing. So I definitely recommend it just because the architecture of Morocco is something it's really known for, and it's really good at because there's so much detail. Comment a place with architecture you really want to see in real life. If you want to see how pictures turn out here, follow me on Instagram. The palace is really close to the Medina, if not in the Medina, and it was like walking distance from our hostel. We are in the Jewish quarter. They're so cute. Look, I don't know what these are. Spices and the Morocco flag. We're indoors and there's still motorcycles and bikes. These guys are gonna try to sell us something apparently, kind of, probably. And they were like, to Sean, you have a beautiful sister, but I'm not his sister. We're not even related. A kid had told me that my scarf was on the ground. I didn't understand what he was saying, but then he like went over and like helped me with it. So that was really nice because it was like dragging on the ground. I didn't even know. Wait, is he's not leading us there, right? Huh? He's just walking, right? Okay. Oh, he is? And then another kid was helping us find our place, and then we tipped him because I think that's what they expect. He was a nice one. I think sometimes they like make each person pay like a certain amount, like not just tip.
He taught me one thing.
What did he say?
Shukra.
Sukra.
Thank you.
So we gave him some dirham. And
the
really
kid
wasn't
was
bad.
really nice.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Very helpful.
Yeah, so helpful. And we went to the place that we actually wanted to go.
Bahia Palace? Bahia Palace? That palace. It's like a 16th century palace.
And we helped a little kid get some money for, I don't know, whatever he wants. Spend your money how you want. Also, that kid knew some English. That was really helpful. And I just tried to get this custom-made bag. We'll see. It was kind of more than my budget for this trip. Not my budget, but like what I wanted to stay in just to help y'all. You don't need to spend $60 on a purse that's custom made, so just so y'all know. Oh, it actually went to Sean when he called for it. There's a crane there. We're waiting on the side of the street. Oh, this is a cute little park. There's the mosque. So many taxis. Okay, this is the Koutoubia Mosque. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's really tall. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of like their skyscraper because I see it in every Marrakesh video. But we didn't find a way inside. I don't think we're allowed to go inside this one. The Ben Youssef Mosque is really pretty, but it's not open right now. It's under construction. So if you're there when they're done doing construction, definitely check it out because the tile work is amazing. Leaving the mosque, and I think we're going towards the market. There's crazy jaywalking.
Very liberating.
Yeah. Try the fruit in fruit stands. 1 dirham to go to the restroom in the market, which I was trying to avoid. So I'll probably hopefully withhold. I don't support taking advantage of tourists like this. I thought this was the toilet, but there's a stall that has like a normal looking toilet, so I'm gonna use that. This was the first time I saw a squatting toilet, and I've gotten much better, especially being in Asia for so long. You can see my development in my Taiwan video. They didn't have toilet paper, and if you wanted toilet paper, they give you like a bag of tissues, which is 2 dirham. If you already had toilet paper or the tissues I told you to carry in my checklist video, you'd know that you'd already have it. There are a lot of countries and places that don't have toilet paper with their toilets, especially developing or underdeveloped countries. Market. This is definitely where a lot of tourists do things. Like that was henna. I want to hold a snake. They're over there. The snakes. Like the music. These are the poisonous snakes. Are they sleeping? Yeah. Oh. Later, I realized they probably don't take care of these animals. So I'm internally conflicted. At least they didn't think I was Chinese. I'm not Japanese, Korean, or Chinese. And when people are unaware of the diversity in Asia, they just automatically assume I'm one of these. We got sugarcane juice from this stand, kind of close to the market, but a little off actually, and it was 10 dirham, which is about 1 USD. They grow the canes in Casablanca apparently, and I checked to see if like that was for real, and they do grow it in Morocco. More stands. There's like no railing. I guess I can hold the pole. Whoa, they're so tiny. This place was really hard to find physically, and we had someone try to get us to follow him. He was first promoting another restaurant. There are people in this area that will try to take you to other areas and promote their own restaurants. So if you have a place to go, yeah, or their friends. This is the view from the top of the roof, and Sean was saying that this place is actually cheaper than the places by the market, which is typical.
You want
Berber
the
omelet.
Wi-Fi?
Oh, thank you, thank you. More tagines. Thank you. This is the couscous. The omelet is really good. The tagine is really good, but it's really hot. This cat, he was over here, and then we didn't see him past this fabric, and then we saw him over here, and then we saw him come over here, and then Sean just called him like it was nothing, and then he came. Come here. I was sitting on the wrong doorstep. Okay, so I'm back in my hostel. I just came back from the Jewish quarter to the salesman who kept me in his store for 45 minutes trying to sell me something and then succeeded. If you're not interested in buying anything, ignore the salespeople because they might teach you some history, but they're gonna want something in return. Oh, what desert did you do?
Yeah, it's a sweet angel.
Okay, we're about to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's...
You can see what she was telling us about the tour in my Sahara Desert video in the description. This is the market at night. Now to confirm, we went to the market at night as well as during the day, and they do look really different. It's quite unrecognizable. They really don't look the same. There's a lot more stands, a lot more people selling things, but they definitely work their sales skills at night and during the day, but it wasn't as bad. Soup is 4 dirham. It's what? I tried a little bit of the chabakia and it's really good. It was 4 cents. What's that?
It's like motherfucker in Korean.
My hostel roommate and I want to test the Berber lipstick, and you need to get it wet. This is the red it makes. Okay, yeah, you got some. You did it fast, so maybe I just had to be faster too.
Maybe I get one. That's really interesting.
Oh, do you want one? They gave me, I have 2.
Yeah,
Do you want one?
yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, thank you for everything. She gave me some pads because I couldn't find any in the stores, even though the internet said Morocco has some when I was packing. Good morning. It's like 6:10 here in Marrakesh. You could hear the prayers. From my hostel rooftop, and I've heard that happen in other rooftops as well, or other hostels and riads as well. So it's definitely an interesting experience to hear them pray and like just practice their religion freely, quite dominantly here, but it's pretty amazing. Then Zachary, our hostel host, walked us to catch our Sahara Desert tour, which we organized with our riad. If you watch that desert tour video, you'll know why I have significantly less footage during my last day in Marrakesh, but we have to do the most with what we have. And what I didn't have was very fast internet. To get to the YSL Museum and Majorelle Garden, we took the bus, which is probably the most local thing we did. It was super cheap, but we did get a lot of stairs. Ubers and taxis are also fairly cheap here, and I'll link my Google Doc with all the things to do in Marrakesh, Morocco below. The Majorelle Garden is so cool. It has so many variations and different types of plants all in one space. It's beautiful, Insta-worthy, and interesting. We're here. I got my ticket. I'm not going to the Berber Museum, so it was just 170 dirhams. I cannot believe how happy I am. I've been wanting to go here for so long, and I'm actually here. It's the best feeling ever. I've been wanting to go to this YSL museum in Morocco because I went to the one in Paris and they always talked about this one in Marrakesh because that's where YSL would always go for inspiration. And now I'm going to the YSL museum in Marrakesh. But these museums are really only for people that like fashion. So do not waste your time and money if you are not super into fashion. After walking through that big garden, my legs just gave out in the museum. I was just Asian squatting, trying to nap in the middle of the museum floor. Like, it was not okay. So we went back to the accommodation we had because I was so tired and sore. So was Sean from the Sahara Desert tour, and I never go back to my accommodation in the middle of the day while traveling. Then we asked Zachary about a local hammam, which is basically a Moroccan spa. We went in individually because me and Sean are friends, but I think you can go in as a couple. They made us strip and scrubbed our naked bodies so that we were super clean and soft. Then they gave us a massage, and I somehow convinced the lady after she stopped to keep going because that camel ride really got to my groin area. This is the crazy market square. Before we left, we did a couple of souk runs and shopped in the market. And shopping in Marrakesh is really nice because things are cheap. Don't forget to bargain, but I really wouldn't trust the quality on the things that you are buying. I was able to get my custom-made bag, but it wasn't exactly what I asked for because of the language barrier. So if you're gonna do that, I would recommend having a photo or video of what you want. 2020 does not seem like the year to travel, but it's okay because I still have content from the beginning of the year and 2019. So subscribe for regular travel content no matter how long we're in self-isolation.